Hey, sweetheart. How you doing?
I watched episode 5 of season 2 of House of the Dragon.
Ooh, okay. So I'm sure there was huge fallout over what happened in the previous episode.
Yes, that was mostly what it was about, right? No dragon fights or anything like that.
They spent it on the
They
previous.
blew their budget last episode, and they're now have to scrounge up the pennies for this one. But they are promising dragons later. So, because the episode ends with Rhaenyra's son Jace pointing out that the Targaryen ancestry doesn't just pass through people with the Targaryen name, and it seems like they're going to try to get people who have Targaryen blood on their mother's side to attempt to claim one of the big dragons.
Are there dragons just not claimed roaming around?
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, but you have to be of the blood for a dragon to accept you. Is that it?
That is the implication, is that only people with the blood of the dragon can ride a dragon. There's a couple, like, giant dragons that could take on Vhagar that that Rhaenyra's side has. They just have no rider. And you can only claim one at a time, so they can't make an attempt. But if they find like
Somebody
someone
with the blood, they could.
precisely.
Ooh, I love that. Okay, I like that. Some more big ass dragons coming our way.
That is the implication, right? But,
Nice.
most of the episode was dealing with the aftermath of the last dragon fight. People mourning her death or trying to save the king's life. The king is alive. He's alive. He's gonna wish he's not alive when he wakes up. He is burnt to a crisp. Oh my god. Just the scene where they're taking off that armor that's like melted onto his skin. Oh. Oh my god. It was so gruesome. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's probably not gonna want to be alive once he
No,
wakes up.
but he is alive currently.
Did his dragon live or no?
They I didn't I know the dragon's alive, but I don't think they confirmed it in the episode, but the dragon's alive.
Okay.
Um
That's one of the most important things.
yeah, yes. Sunfire's a good dragon. Nothing bad should happen to that dragon anymore.
No, I can't take it.
Poor thing.
Yes. Yeah, and I didn't like that the other one died. I mean, that look back at her. Just ripped my heart out.
It's so sad. The opposite side paraded her head through the streets, which
Wow.
was probably a bad move because the common folk saw it as a bad omen. They didn't really see it as a positive.
You know, they keep making really bad decisions because they don't know their people.
Nope, they don't.
You really should know who you're ruling and how they look at things.
Yes.
Or you're not going to have them on your side.
Both
You're not
sides have
gonna
this
do it.
both sides have this problem. Like Damon's going, well, first of all, Damon's going crazy because of
Right.
the spooky castle weirwood magic. And
Right, he can't leave.
for some reason, he's not. I don't know why he's choosing to sleep there. He really should
I
stop
just want
sleeping.
to stay here. Well, maybe this is a stupid plot device. I'm going to stay in here and go crazy.
I think he doesn't realize. I don't think he realizes he's going crazy, and I think that's the problem. But he is, and so he's making some very dumb decisions, and he was very.
That may not be the reason why, because of inbreeding. He might just be stupid like the rest of them.
That's fair. He's doing brutal things to the. He's trying to get the Riverlands on his side, but he again didn't know his own people and made it's backfiring very hard on him. So that's his plot. Rhaenyra's council meetings are consistently the weakest part of every episode, and I finally figured out why. The show hasn't really done anything to set up most of the characters on her council. There's usually like one or two people we know versus a slew of complaining lords we barely know. So their conflict isn't very gripping because we don't care about like half the people arguing at the table. right?
So they really need to explore. I mean, they may not have the budget.
I don't think they have the time.
They don't want to hurry up and get into the dragon fighting stuff.
Like, I get why they didn't, but there's a bunch of these scenes, and they're not very interesting because it mostly boils down to, like, Rhaenyra not being able to control her own council, and that's it. Just there's scenes of that kind of topic going around, and it felt like more scenes than there needed to be. It's more obvious when you contrast it with Aegon, right? Because Aegon, or now Aemon, because Aemon, his brother's now regent, which is hilarious because, he set his brother on fire, as you know.
He sure did.
Now he's ruling. And his mom suspects, like, you can tell she thinks something's up. She tried to become regent instead because she's not trusting him, and it didn't work. Oh my gosh! But the council meals are really filled with people you know, and
so then you care about it.
But also all of their relationships with each other and are, like, constantly playing off one another. So, like, when they argue, it's really exciting, and they're constantly arguing. It's great. I love their scenes.
That's really how you have good governance, is arguing. You have a point, and you have to argue with whoever disagrees with you, and then
there's no good governance going. There's no good governance going on here. Okay.
Well, okay, because again, inbreeding, and they're stupid.
They're all doing stupid decisions. Actually, I think the most sane person is Jace, Rhaenyra's son, which fits with your theory because he is probably the least inbred of everyone there since he's a bastard.
Yep, there you go.
But he seems pretty sane. So he has a plan to go to the twins and treat with the Freys. And oh my god, the writers knew what they were doing when they unveiled that plan. Because beyond the fact that in last season, Jace's little brother died in, like, a similar mission, so that raises attention, this whole fan base has residual PTSD associated with diplomatic dealings with the Freys. And nothing of note really happened in that scene, but it was tense because of the community-wide trauma, you know?
Yeah, we don't trust you.
Yeah, it's a completely different, family of Freys. It's not related, but, like, in the back of your mind, you're thinking about that scene, you know?
Right, exactly.
So, it was good. I enjoyed that. And Jace got stuff done, which was nice. I have a soft spot for him, because every time I look at him, part of me thinks of Ronan. I don't know, there's just something about him that reminds me of Ronan just a little bit, and It
means he's handsome, smart, and basically overall adorable. Of course, I'm highly biased. And will beat to death anyone who says different.
Mm-hmm.
Just put that on the table.
I don't know. I enjoy his scenes. His scenes are fun. He seems relatively sane for a Targaryen, which is nice. They're all crazy. Like, even he's I'm saying relatively. His plot this episode was mostly him being frustrated that no one will let him do anything because he's the heir, and he basically runs off to treat with the twins without his mom's approval, right? Which is kind of crazy, but at least there is a sanity to, like, the decisions that he's making within that context. But yeah, no, they're all nuts, Mom. All of them.
Well, nuts makes for good TV.
It does.
Well, Angel, I gotta let you go.
All right.
And I will talk to you soon.
All right, I'll talk to you soon.